poem number 10, Lizard. Yes, Lizard means free. I have told you that poem and we'll send you that exercise also. So please complete the fair book. Today we'll learn the new poem, that is poem number 11, After Apple Picking. After Apple Picking. So before that we'll say the prayer, then we'll start our class. Okay? So all of you join your hands, close your eyes and say the prayer along with me. Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhid Bhavatu Me Sada. Open your eyes. All of you open page number 87. Poem number 11, After Apple Picking. The poet of this poem is Robert Lee Frost and he was born on 1874 and died 1963. 1874 to 1963 was a famous American poet. He dealt with themes from rural life in New England, USA, using the setting to examine complex social and philosophical issues. So, here the poet Robert Lee Frost is an American poet and also he dealt with themes of a rural life, and in the poem he explained and examined about the rural life in New England, USA. USA means United States of America, using the setting to examine complex social and philosophical issues. So, ಇವರು ಒಂದು poem ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ತರವನ್ನ ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸಿದ್ರೆ ಸೋಷಿಯಲ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಫಿಲಾಸಫಿಕಲ್ ಇಶ್ಯೂಸ್, ಸಾಮಾಜಿಕ ಮತ್ತು ತತ್ವಜ್ಞಾನದ ಒಂದು ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಆದಂತ ಇಶ್ಯೂಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಇವರು ತಮ್ಮ poem ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. His important poetical works are A Boy's Will 1913, North of Boston 1914, Mountain Interval 1916, New Hampshire 1923, Collected Poems 1930, A Further Range 1936 and A Witness Tree 1942. As a popular and a oft-quoted poet, Frost was honored with a prestigious Pulitzer Prize 4 times. The Frost means this poet got honored by the famous and prestigious prize for 4 times. Okay, his poetry is largely traditional in terms of meter and executes lyrical grace. And the speciality of his poetry is largely traditional in terms of a meter. In terms of meter, you can see means it's largely traditional. Means what? ಒಂದು ಸಂಪ್ರದಾಯಬದ್ಧವಾದಂತ ಕವನಗಳು. And executes lyrical grace and also it is in the form of lyrical sahitya. After Picking Apple Picking published in the collection North of Boston. So this poem is taken from the collection of the North of Boston. Is a well-known poem on a man's encounter with the natural world, probing the dilemma of his existence. Here, the poet gives his reflection on boredom and drudgery in the aftermath of the task of picking apples. The work-weary apple picker is unable to enjoy his life amid the pristine beauty of nature. So, in this here, the title itself indicates that after apple picking. So here the picking apple is a one work. There are some workers who works in the field of apple farm. What is the work of that worker? They used to pick the apple from the trees, picking apples, isn't it? So they forgot about the beauty of the nature. They will concentration about their work only. So he forgot to enjoy the weather, he forgot to enjoy the nature. Trapped in the utilitarian ways of a modern civilization. So modern civilization means nowadays. So what we are ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಫಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಅವರು ಎಂಜಾಯ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು, ತಮ್ಮ ದಿನವನ್ನ ಕಳೀತಾ ಇದ್ರು, ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಅವರು ಆರೋಗ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಕೂಡ ಇದ್ರು. ಅದೇ ಇವಾಗ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಸೊ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ಒನ್ ಅವರ್ ಲೈಫ್ ಬಿಕೇಮ್ ಮಾಡರ್ನ್. We are using so much machine for the each and every work. We are depending on the machines instead of our strength, isn't it? So here, marked by the culture of composed in a free verse, the poem is remarkable for its mood and intensity. It is also an antithesis of a modern civilization, marked by the culture of excessive work for increasing material gain to no end. Yes, so here the poem. Yes students, nowadays we all are in the form of modern civilization. It is also an antithesis of a modern civilization, marked by the culture of excessive work for increasing material gain to no end. So here the poet is going to tell the importance and the beauty of the nature. So don't do donkey work. So enjoy the nature, enjoy the beauty of nature. So here he is pointing at the he is taking the centralizing about the apple picker, the worker of the apple picking. So shall we start the poem now? Yes. My long two-pointed ladder sticking through a tree toward heaven still. My long two-pointed ladders. So ladder means, as you all know, ನಾವು ಏನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಹತ್ತಲಿಕ್ಕೆ. So sticking through a tree toward heaven still. So apple picking ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಒಂದು ಟ್ರೀ ಇದೆ, ಬಿಗ್ ಟ್ರೀ ಇದೆ. ಆ ಟ್ರೀಗೆ ಇವರು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಲ್ಯಾಡರ್ ಅನ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸ್ಟಿಕಿಂಗ್ ಥ್ರೂ ಅ ಟ್ರೀ ಟುವರ್ಡ್ ಹೆವನ್ ಸ್ಟಿಲ್. ಟುವರ್ಡ್ ಹೆವನ್ ಸ್ಟಿಲ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಎತ್ತರಕ್ಕೆ. ಹೆವನ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ? ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಅಪ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಸ್ಕೈ. ಸೊ ಟುವರ್ಡ್ ಹೆವನ್ ಸ್ಟಿಲ್ ಒಂದು ಸ್ವರ್ಗದ ಹತ್ರ ಅದು ಟುವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಅದರ ಕಡೆ ಮುಖ ಮಾಡಿದೆ, ಸ್ವರ್ಗದ ಹತ್ರ ಮುಖ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. And there is a barrel that I did not fill beside it. There is a barrel means what? You all know that container, water container. Syntax ಅಂತ ನೀವು ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಿ, ಡ್ರಮ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಿ, isn't it? So a long container, a large round container made of wood or a metal. So it is made up of a wood or a metal. Yes. And there may be 2 or 3 apples I did not pick upon some bough. So here the poet is telling that there is a barrel that I did not fill beside it. So a barrel ಅನ್ನು ನಾನು completely fill ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಲಿಲ್ಲ. Why? Because and there may be 2 or 3 apples I did not pick upon. ನಾನು ಏನು ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟೆ, 2 or 3 apples ಅನ್ನು ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟೆ. pick up ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಕಿತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದನ್ನ ಕೀಳೋದನ್ನ, apples ಅನ್ನು ಕೀಳೋದನ್ನ ಬಿಟ್ಟೆ. pick upon some bough. bough means what? stick through means opening up against the tree. Yes. Next, but I am done with apple picking now. But I am done apple picking now. Anyhow, somehow I have completed my work. My duty I have completed. I have done my apple picking work. Essence of a winter, sleep is on the night. Essence of a winter, sleep is on the night. The scent of apples I am drowsing off. So essence means what? Essence, a fundamental quality. Fundamental quality we call it as a essence. And again there is a one word, drowsing off. Drowsing off means what? Feeling sleepy, drowsy. Today I am feeling very drowsy means ಒಂಥರ ಮಬ್ಬು ಬಂದಂಗ ಆಗೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಒಂಥರ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಮಲಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಅನಿಸ್ತಿರೋದೆ. drowsing off, drowsy. Yes. So here essence of a winter is sleep is on the night. ಒಂದು ವಿಂಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ಹೆಂಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಈಗ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. ನಾವು at present we are in the winter season. ಚಳಿಗಾಲದೊಳಗಡೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಏನ್ ಅನಿಸುತ್ತೆ? ಆ ಚಳಿಗೆ ಯಾವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಮಲಗಬೇಕಂತ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಇದು ಒಂದು ಫಂಡಮೆಂಟಲ್ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ವಿಂಟರ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, the scent of apples and drowsing off. The scent means what? ನಾವು ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೆ scent ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ? ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಸುಗಂಧ ಸೊ ಬ್ಯಾರಲ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಲಾರ್ಜ್ ಕಂಟೈನರ್, ಡ್ರಿಂಕಿಂಗ್ ಟ್ರೋ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಲಾಂಗ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ತರ ಉದ್ದದಾದಂತ ಒಂದು ವಾಟರ್ ಕಂಟೈನರ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದು ಹೆಂಗಿರುತ್ತೆ? ಓಪನ್. ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ಡ್, ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಓಪನ್ and it is filled up with the water. So this we call it as the drinking trough. T-R-O-U-G-H. Drinking trough means what? Narrow container. Yes. Hoary means white or a grey due to snow on it. So a grass ella ಏನಾಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ? Usually grass ಯಾವ ಕಲರ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ? It is in the form of green color. We can see the grass green color. But here due to snow the grass is looking hoary. Hoary means white color, white or a grayish color it is looking. Yes. Next, it melted and I let it fall and break. It melted and I let it fall and break, but I was well. So ನೀವು ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಸ್ನೋ ಅನ್ನ ಅದೇ ಹಂಗೆ ಇರುತ್ತಾ? ಸ್ನೋ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಇರುತ್ತಾ? ನೋ. So it will melt. If the sun rays fall on the snow means it is started melting. It is melted and I let it fall and break. So ನಾನು ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಅದನ್ನ let it fall and break. ಅದನ್ನ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಹಾಕಿ ನಾನು ಅದನ್ನ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸ್ನೋ ಪೀಸ್ ಇದ್ದದನ್ನ ನಾನು ಏನು ಮಾಡೋದು? ಪೀಸ್ ಚೂರು ಚೂರಾಗಿ ಕೂಡ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಬಟ್ ಐ ವಾಸ್ ವೆಲ್. ನಾನು ಮಾತ್ರ ಏನಿದ್ದೆ? ವೆಲ್, ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದ್ದೆ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ದ ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ಬೀಯಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನಾಟ್ ಮೆಲ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ ದಿ ಸ್ನೋ. How does snow melt? We cannot melt like that, isn't it? Usually, where you can see the apples? You can see the apples in the Himalayas or in the Kashmir. The apple need a very cold weather. It need a cold weather to grain or to grow the apples. In our this condition, weather condition, we cannot grow the apples here in our Karnataka or in the Hubli Dharwad. We cannot grow the apples. It need very cold weather, like the snowfall. How in the Himalaya the snow falls, in that weather condition the apple trees will grow there. Yes. Upon my way to sleep before it fell. Yes, children, getting my point? Yes, getting my point? Upon my way to sleep before it fell, and I could tell what form my dreaming was about to take. Okay, here the poet is going to sleep. Upon my way to sleep before it fell. Before it fell means ನಾನು ಮಲಗಲು ಹೋಗುವ ಮುಂಚೆ, ನನ್ನ ಸ್ಲೀಪ್ ನಿದ್ದೆಗೆ ಜಾರುವ ಮುಂಚೆ, and I could tell, ನನಗೆ ಏನು ಕನಸು ಬೀಳುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ I could tell what form of my dreaming was about to take. ನನ್ನ ಕನಸಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್, ನಾನು ಯಾವುದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕನಸು ಕಾಣ್ತೀನಿ, the what form of my dreaming was about to take. ಇವತ್ತು ನನ್ನ ಕನಸಲ್ಲಿ ಏನನ್ನ ಕಾಣಬಹುದು ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ I could tell. Magnified apples appear and disappear. Stem and blossom and. So here magnified apples appear and disappear. These appear and disappear both are the opposite words. Appear and disappear. Opposite words. Appear ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕಾಣಿಸೋದು, ಕಣ್ಣಿಗೆ ಕಾಣಿಸೋದು appear, and ಸಡನ್ಲಿ ಮಾಯವಾಗೋದು, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು? disappear. ಕಣ್ಣಿಗೆ ಕಾಣಿಸದೇ ಇರುವುದು, ಕಣ್ಣಿಗೆ ಕಾಣಿಸುವುದು. So magnified, again there is a new word called magnified. What do you mean by magnified? Magnified means to make bigger than the actual. To make bigger than the actual. Actual ಕಿನ ಇನ್ನು ದೊಡ್ಡದಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಕಾಣಿಸೋದು, that we call it as the magnified. So magnified apples ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಆಪಲ್ ಕ್ವಾಂಟಿಟಿ ಇಷ್ಟಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇದು ಪೋಯೆಟ್ ಡ್ರೀಮ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ರು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ? ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನಿಫೈಡ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ದೊಡ್ಡದು, ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ, ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಇದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಕ್ವಾಂಟಿಟಿ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಆಪಲ್ಸ್ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು? ಅಪಿಯರ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಡಿಸಪಿಯರ್. ಒಂದ್ಸಲ ಕಣ್ಣಿಗೆ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಿತ್ತು, ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ಸಲ ಡಿಸಪಿಯರ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು, ಕಣ್ಣಿಗೆ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಸ್ಟೆಮ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಬ್ಲಾಸಮ್ ಅಂಡ್. ಸ್ಟೆಮ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಸೊ ಒಂದು ನ್ಯಾರೋ ಥಿನ್ ಒಂದು ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ದಟ್ ಯು ನೋ ದಿ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್. ಸ್ಟೆಮ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಬ್ಲಾಸಮ್ ಅಂಡ್. ಬ್ಲಾಸಮ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಸ್ಟೆಮ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂಥರ ಕಾಂಡ ಅಂತ ನಾವ್ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ತೆಳುವಾದಂತ So this is your today's homework. From till where I stopped, from there you need to write that all the words from seeing your textbook. Okay. We'll meet in the next class. Thank you.